Hello everyone, welcome to General Awareness for Computer Exams in English. So this is our 12th class and I hope that you are enjoying the sessions. Okay, also you enjoy the latest section that we added, that is your previous month current affair revision. Okay, I hope that will help you and definitely we will make it strong, more strong in future. Don't worry about that. One more plan is there. Okay, soon I will include in this so that it will become again strong. Okay, so till then I hope that your confidence is increasing in general awareness section, which is very important for me. That is how to handle all the subjects with current affairs of 12 months. Okay, that is very important. So just your job is to follow the complete lectures, keep revising and keep doing the revision of thing and reading current affair daily from website. This is your job. Okay, do your job, I will do my job, and definitely our result will be best. So let's start with video. Okay, so question number 73, that what was the national highway 66 NH66 previously known as? Okay, very important question again. That NH8, NH5, NH2 and NH17. So recently the name changed. Okay, so that's why they asked this question. So the name earlier was NH17. Okay, NH17, and now it is changed to NH66. And one more important thing you should know, that longest national highway. Okay, as a GK you should know longest national highway. Longest national highway. Okay, so which is your national highway longest? That is your NH44, NH44. NH44 is your longest national highway. Compulsory remember this thing. And NH66, okay, is just name change of NH70. So this thing you should remember. This much information is enough. Let's move to question number 74. What is the atomic mass of zirconium? Okay, zirconium. Now see, very important question. Answer is 91.22. Very few candidates, okay, attempt this question because obviously the level is good. So we will remember this zirconium, and also one is there, that is hafnium. Okay, both you should remember. Also there is a probability that next time they will ask you about hafnium. Okay, so zirconium atomic number is 40. Zirconium atomic number is 40 and atomic mass is 91.22. In the previous video I already told you, this is your mass number, this is your atomic number, and this is your element. Okay, this is your element. This thing you already know now. So atomic number is this 40. Symbol name is Zr. Okay, symbol name is Zr, that is zirconium. Okay, next is your hafnium. Hafnium, and atomic number of hafnium is, okay, this is the symbol for hafnium. Atomic number is 72. Okay, and approximately you can double it. Approximately if you double it, then it will be your 178 point something. Okay, so for remembering, just remember the double. Okay, double and little more, that is 178, like that. 180 also you can remember. So in exam you can see you will get the option like this. Okay, so it's better to remember 178 only. Okay, so like this you can remember. Okay, so these are the two, zirconium and hafnium. Okay, so basically the zirconium is used in to make ceramic. Okay, used to make ceramic. Bricks are there. Then in filament, okay, light bulb filament is there. So we use zirconium here, and hafnium specially we use as to make control rods. Okay, control rods to absorb the number of neutrons. To absorb the neutrons. To absorb the neutrons. Okay, so here one theory is there. For now, just remember this. In I will just make one session to discuss what is the absorption of neutron, why it is important. Okay, so it is a little too modern physics. So that's why, just for now, remember to make the control rods. Okay, in the nuclear submarine also we use this to make the control rods to absorb neutrons. So zirconium and hafnium. Okay, remember both of them like this only. Okay, so this is this information is enough. Let's move to question number 74. In which of the following states did Khadi and Village Industries Commission KVIC open its first steel processing plant? Very important question. I can say 3-star question. Okay. So first steel processing plant of KVIC is open into Gujarat. Okay, into Gujarat. Now, silk processing plant means obviously we have to produce silk. Okay. So we produce silk from worm, silkworm. Okay, you know this, and it is called sericulture. Sericulture, very important term for you. So sericulture is nothing but your process of silk production. Process of silk production. Okay, silk production. So this thing you should remember. Now silk. So basically 5 types of silk are there in our India, but mostly, okay, mostly, that is I can say 90% approximately, mulberry silk is there. mulberry. Okay, mulberry silk is there. Then there is a eri silk. Then there is a muga silk. Okay, then tropical tassar is there. Tassar tropical tassar, and temperate tassar. Okay, temperate tassar. So majorly we in India we have this type of silks, but more majorly we have mulberry silk only. Okay, now let's discuss about KVIC. So just remember, okay, Gujarat is the first silk processing plant. Okay, so your KVIC 1956. Okay, it is founded, and HQ headquarter is your Mumbai. Headquarter is Mumbai. Current chairperson, who is the current chairperson of KVIC? That is your Vinay Kumar Saxena. Okay, so Vinay Saxena is your current chairman of KVIC. Okay, it comes under Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium, MSME. Okay, it comes under MSME, Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises. Okay, and MSME Minister, Union Minister is Nitin Gadkari. You know, Nitin Gadkari is your Union Minister. Okay, Union Minister of MSME, that is Minister of Micro, Small, Medium. Okay, just remember this. Also, for sometimes also they ask you question like this. What is this? That is micro, small, and medium enterprises. Okay, so this thing you should remember. Who is the author of the book Dreams from My Father? Okay, Dreams from My Father. So the answer is your Barack Obama. Okay, Barack Obama is your answer. 76th question. Who among the following is the head of Standing Committee on Economic Statistics said by Minister of Statistics and Program Implementation? That is your MOSPI. Options are Krishnamurthy Subramaniam, Manmohan Singh, Pranab Sen, Raghuram Rajan. Okay. So now the answer for this is Pranab Sen. So this you have to remember. Now this is a very deep question actually. Okay, very deep question and not expected this question, but still very few candidates attempt this question. I am sure of it. That's why just note down this question. Okay, Pranab Sen is the head of the Standing Committee on Economic Statistics. Okay, now who is the minister first? Okay, who is the Minister of Statistics and Program Implementation? It is MOSPI. So minister is Rao Inderjit. Rao Inderjit Singh. Okay, this thing you have to remember first. Then you should know that Statistics Day. We celebrate Statistics Day on 20 October. Okay, as a World Statistics Day. Just remember this, World Statistics Day. Okay, so this is 20 October, and on 29 June, we celebrate National Statistics Day. National Statistic Day. Okay, so if you want to remember, then first you can remember this 20th June and then 20 October. Okay, both things you have to remember. And father of Indian statistics, you should know, that is your Prasanna. Okay, Prasanta Chandra Mahanobis. Okay, Mahalanobis. So he is the father of statistics, Indian statistics. So you should remember this. So all this data is remember. Okay, definitely I will touch this in deep in the some other session, because you should know that what is the statistics and all these things. Okay, it is related to history also. So in history sometime we will discuss this. So don't worry about that. For now, this much information is important for you. That is Minister, World Statistics Day, National Statistics Day, and who is the father of Indian statistics. Okay, and Pranab Sen is the head of Standing Committee on Economic Statistics set up by Ministry Statistics Program Implementation of India. Okay, so now we will discuss our today's monthly revision. That is, we will take December month. Okay, so in December month, your first current affair is your India's highest meteorological center. So as you are aware of, it is just in December. It is developed at Ladakh. Okay, which is at Leh Ladakh. Okay, Leh Ladakh. Okay, so it is the India's highest meteorological center. Then the second question is multi-modal logistic park. Okay, it is situated at Assam. It is situated at Assam. Third one is India's first hot air balloon wildlife safari. Okay, So you can you can just be in hot air balloon, and from above you can see the wildlife safari. Okay, like the safari. So instead of bus now we are using hot air balloon. Okay, so it is interesting, and it is at Madhya Pradesh. And in which wildlife sanctuary, or I can say tiger reserve, that is your Bandhavgarh. Bandhavgarh. Okay. I hope you remember our Madhya Pradesh National Park and Wildlife Sanctuary that I cover using map. Okay. Just revise that so that all the Madhya Pradesh Wildlife Sanctuary, your national park, you will remember. Okay. From map only you have to remember. So in Bandhavgarh they form this, and also they are planning to do it in Panna. In Panna. Okay. Then your Kana is there, Kana National Park in Madhya Pradesh. Also they are planning. Okay. Here. But for now it is implemented in Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve. Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve. Okay, just remember India's first hot air balloon wildlife safari. Okay, next is your Eminent Engineer Award. So on Engineers Day, which we celebrate on 15 September. Okay, we celebrate 15 September Engineers Day, who is the because of M. Viswasya. Okay, M. Viswasvarya. So because of him, we celebrate 15 September as the Engineer Day. And VK Yadav, who are getting Eminent Engineer Award. VK Yadav, who is the current chairman of Indian Railways. I hope you know. Okay, chairman of Railway Board. VK Yadav got the award, that Eminent Engineer Award. Basically, why they given the award? Because VK Yadav did a very good job in Indian Railways. Okay, he implemented some technology or improved there. That's why. DRDO Scientist of the Year Award. Okay, DRDO's Scientist of the Year Award is given to Hemant Kumar Pandey. Hemant Kumar Pandey. So this thing you should remember. Hemant Kumar Pandey. Okay. The next is Digital India Award. So Digital India Award is given to Bihar. Yes, Digital India Award is given to Bihar because in COVID-19 times, that is your lockdown. Okay, maximum money transfer is there. Maximum money transfer through digital mode, not offline, online. Okay, so that's why Digital India Award is given to Bihar state. Dr. Narendra Dabholkar Memorial Award. So this is given to K. Viramani. K. Viramani. Okay. So this was very important current affairs of your December month. Okay, which you should compulsory remember for today. And that's it for today. So just revise the things now. Okay, lots of data is there, but still quality data is there. So I don't think any problem is there to just repeatedly doing the same thing. Okay. Also, if you have any query, any doubt, then you can comment down below. If you want to ask me personally, then you can DM me on Instagram. Also, I am available on our app also, so you can download that, and also you can chat with me. Okay. All the best.